Hello, and welcome back to Belmont Bunch today, where I am still under the weather. It's caused me to fall behind with this, but here I am now, giving you kind of an overview of the last three games with all the jerseys of the other teams. I swear. Oh no, I swear they're in it. I actually like this one a lot better than what they currently wear. I don't know. I think that's the shoulder. I don't know. Whatever. That's my brother's jersey. So, let's talk about some games. The second Pittsburgh game did not go as well as the first. There wasn't a lot that Elias Sorokin could do in this contest. The Isles kind of left him out to dry. There was a 2-on-0 at one point. Zdeno Chara not getting back. Take a shot. The Isles just... I don't know. Just didn't have it. Pittsburgh clinched on that night, so obviously maybe a little bit extra juice in their steps. Casey DeSmith able to beat the Islanders. He hasn't been playing great, so you're welcome, Pittsburgh. The Montreal game, 44 save shutout. Sorokin really not giving up any softies. It's been a while. Like I said, the Pittsburgh game kind of got left out to dry. He's had to play a lot recently with Varley being sick as well. And I say as well because of me, of course. But the Isles get it done. They had a crazy 3-on-0 that they converted. It's funny sometimes on those 3-on-0s, on those 3-on-0s, it's like they ever happened. But it's very easy to just overdo it and just right. Zach Parise finished it off. Matt Barzal did a good job on the pass. The Islanders, Noah Dobson as well scores in that game. Great to see him continue a nice breakout season. In the offseason, if he can work on his defensive game a little bit more, I will feel really good about him. The Toronto game, officially, mathematically, knocking the Islanders out. I'm sure it was fun. Tavares doesn't seem to hold a grudge, so... For him, I'm sure some part of him feels pretty good. But Toronto fans really got a lot of fun out of it. If you have to wait 3 years for it to be, to work out for you, maybe it didn't quite, work out. And, that's not to say Toronto can't go out and win it this year. They have been amazing, and they cannot waste this Auston Matthews season. I think it's a heart season. They did not play with Auston Matthews in this game, and they still found a way to win. Mitch Marner has 34 goals this year. He's been unbelievable. The Isles got out to a lead and looked decent enough through two, and then just in the third, just got over talented by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Leafs, maybe they've got something going here. I think their goaltending needs to be a little bit better. Both of the goals allowed by Campbell, not awful. The Bo one is a great snipe. I know Lyubushkin was kind of taking his own goalie out of the play there, but a great shot by Bo on that one. Bo is going to be an interesting guy to talk about all this summer because, is he in, is he out? It feels like he go either way. For myself, I know it's back and forth because he is some of that dynamic speed that we can use, but it's just a little bit inconsistent in the finishing game and in the points game. He plays on a line with someone that has 33, 34 goals in Brock Nelson and doesn't have a lot of points, has about the same amount of points as Parise. And Parise basically didn't have anything in the first half, so that's not great for Bo. But it's weird because the eye test tells me, he's got speed, he's got a good forecheck in him. It's just consistency. Just do it more often. The Isles. Josh Bailey gets another goal. Nice to see him, like I said, if this is his last stretch as an Islander, good to at least see him getting some points on the way out. It is much better than where it was mid-year, where it was a lot of just standing there and looking afraid. So that's my version of a compliment. Anyway, mathematically eliminated. These last few games, it's going to be interesting. I really don't know. I've only been doing this channel the last 2 years. This third year has been the most difficult, obviously. And I guess I'm going to have to try to find some things to make the last few videos a little bit more interesting. Might go through all my Islander jerseys or apparel. I don't know if that's possible to fill the screen. No, it's probably too much. But we'll find something. Anyway, breakout from Sorokin, from Dobson. Parise good in the second half. Bring him back for a cheap price. There are things coming out of this year that are not terrible, but it was a very frustrating year, and they need more talent for next year. I've been saying it a lot. So in the offseason, anything less than acquiring another top 6 player to play with the forwards, for a finisher, and a left-handed defenseman of some quality, anything less than that is a failure. This team's not good enough. Even if, they played even if the first half was just not as miserable, this team probably wouldn't be going too far, I don't think, in the playoffs. I mean, Sorokin could have given them a shot or something, but you shouldn't be just barely getting by every year. And the Isles, one of these years, need to thrive instead of just surviving until the playoffs and then playing well. I shouldn't say that, and then dominating. Can we please aim to dominate before, perhaps? I know they kind of do defensively, generally, but this year, I feel like they leaned on the goaltending a little bit too much. And, if you do that too often, I think you start to see your goalies kind of fall off from being overworked. Cam Talbot had that happen in Edmonton a few years back. I would say John Gibson has had that happen the last few years, where he's just overworked and now he might be cooked. So that's my video. That's what I have. I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'm feeling better. I guess it's a double upload day since they played today. But, yep. Good night.